Facts about King Henry VIII for the 474th anniversary of his death? Huh, nice fact. Yes, certainly. Did you know he was never supposed to be king? It was supposed to be his brother Arthur. But after Arthur died at the age of 15, soon after marrying Catherine of Aragon, Henry took over where he left off, including marrying his dead brother's wife. Did you know he married his fourth wife, Anne of Cleves, after only seeing a painting of her? When he saw her in person, he remarked that she looked like a horse. He got the marriage quickly annulled and then gave her the title of the king's sister. Did you know he tried to marry his daughter and illegitimate son together so that his son would become the legitimate heir? Did you know during childbirth, when the doctors told Henry they couldn't save the child and the mother, Henry is said to have marked, "If you can't save both, at least save the child, as new wives are easily found." Did you know that the Nun of Kent prophesied that his marriage to Anne would be his downfall, so he had her executed and put her head on a spike on London Bridge? She remains the only woman to have had that honour. Did you know his last words were said to be a delirious chant of monks, monks, monks? Did you know in his reign as monarch, it is estimated that he had up to 57,000 people executed? Facts about King Charles II? Certainly. Did you know that he brought back Christmas after that giant turd Oliver Cromwell had cancelled it? Did you know he was extremely fond of his spaniel and has noted that he played with it during Parliament meetings because he loved it so much the breed's popularity soared to the point that it actually got renamed after him? Did you know he was famous for having many mistresses and had at least 12 illegitimate children? Did you know he and his court were so obsessed with sex they had to get a special pox doctor to come and deal with all the venereal disease? Did you know he had his own pimp master that would go around and find him beautiful actresses to bed? Did you know that he had a wig that he wore that was made out of his favourite mistress's pubic hair? That's about Rasputin? Yes, certainly. Did you know he found religion at a young age and there were local rumours circulating that he had mystical powers? Did you know he was married, fathered several children, and abandoned all that for a life of religious teachings and piety? He soon became known to Tsar Nicholas. The Tsar was desperate to find a cure for his son who suffered with haemophilia, so he turned to Rasputin, who somehow managed to stop the boy from bleeding. Now this earned him a spot as a top advisor. Did you know it is rumoured that he was a sexual deviant who drank to excess and visited brothels? Some even say that he was sleeping with the Tsar's wife. People think that he was influenced by the Kleist religious sect, which means that such behaviour would bring him closer to God. Did you know that he was stabbed in the stomach by a beggar woman but made a full recovery? This led people to believe that he was impossible to kill. Rasputin, Part 2! Did you know that 2 years later a group of nobles invited Rasputin round for dinner with a view to killing him? They laced his food with cyanide but then looked on in amazement as he showed absolutely no signs of poisoning. So they shot him in the chest and left him for dead. Apparently, upon returning to the room, Rasputin is said to have jumped up and tried to attack the men, so they shot him some more and bludgeoned him. They then apparently had to wrap him and throw him into an icy river as he continued to draw breath. Some stories then even go on to say that a group of passers-by fished Rasputin out of the river and he was still alive. But this, like a lot of the stories about Rasputin, have probably been greatly exaggerated.